Sexy hands, like Jake says. Woo! 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 Was my volume seriously off, or is someone just fucking with my head? Everyone's always gonna be messing with me. Why you gotta be messing with me? And like I said before with watercolors, since it just absorbs everything. Oh, my volume was off, seriously? I don't know why. So welcome everybody, as I'm over here just talking to myself. I demonstrate the sexy hands. So, yeah, I was hoping that these trees would be a little bit lighter because I was trying to get them like as a background thing. But hey, you know what? Now at this point, I'm just kind of going with it. It could definitely be tree smoke though from Canada. Yeah, that's weird. Why was it off? Like, I don't even know what button I pressed to turn it back on because everything was okie dokie on my side. So I don't really understand that. What are you gonna do? You know, can't all be producers of a wonderful channel. Right? So, and again, just like any art, this is not in my head how I was gonna go with this, but we're here and it's going, and we're just gonna keep working with it until we can't work with it no more. Yeah, the government probably muted me. I know. Like, I was on lunch break when I was first on here earlier today, and they're probably just like, that's enough of you. Like, you know, we don't pay you to be on YouTube. We pay you to do other stuff. You know, how dare you try to be an artist when you have government work to do? I was trying to talk to you guys through my mind. I was trying to use mind waves on the other side of the world so we could talk to each other. Did you like the sexy hand movement though? That was for you. So yeah, kind of bummed again, like wasn't planning on doing the trees this way, but we are here. And I don't know, I was trying to get this color a bit lighter, and it wasn't working out, so we'll just make do. And like I said, with like watercolors, I'm not like painting, I'm not painting like brush strokes, you see, like it's more like a dab to add like to the wetness of the paper, so it all kind of absorbs like what's happening. Like, what's happening here? Well, thank you, Mine Hunter. We'll get some more color in some of these. I wanted to have them like a background. Like, I've seen people use like a gray, and I do have gray, but I just thought it was too much for this. And you know, I was thinking too is I might just blot out a little bit to put a moon. Like, what do you think? If I just use some water with this and hopefully not regret it. Remember, like I told you guys like earlier today, that in order to like make clouds or whatever, you just like kind of pull it out. So once you make a spot wet, that's all you gotta do is pull it and dab it. And now you have a semi-moon. Like, it's not about painting white when it comes to watercolor, right? It's just about like pulling it straight out again. So the other thing I was thinking too is maybe making it like a foggy night, which would mean that usually like the moon has a ring around it. So not just the moon, but let's see if we can pull it back and put that little bit of a ring around it. Happy little trees. I really like painting rocks. And I want to try to do some industrial painting, meaning like buildings. I bought a square brush to try brick that I haven't done yet. I saw someone just pulling down the color to making brick, and I was like, that's pretty dope. Like, so I'm gonna put some more color into this guy here. Happy little trees, back and forth. Your trees start narrow on the top, and then they come down and they get wider as we go, right? So that's all we gotta do. He's on, shoot, was it Netflix that he was on? If you wanted to catch up with like what he was doing. There's also a documentary about a conspiracy of like how his estate and his money was handled. You know, people making money off his work and not giving the family whatever. Like, he was such a laid back guy. Oh, there's that freaking husky hair again. Can you see it? Like, I have a line in my tree because the stupid husky hair. And she has no guilt. Like, she's over here just lying down next to me like, whatevers. I don't care that I ruin your art. I'm just a husky that puts my hair wherever I feel like it. Yeah, so for him, I'm gonna go down. Really? And I can't even imagine. So like this local chick, oh, I need more water. One. This local gal owns, you know, those Art on the Rocks places, and that's literally what's called is Art on the Rocks, which means that I don't know if she can still do it, but the theory or what they were doing was having art classes while you drink. You know, so like booze and paint or whatever they want to do, and hers was Art on the Rocks. Anyways, she attended a Bob Ross class, which was a lot of money as an investment to her studio. It's the only problem with filling water, like once you're not done with your stuff, is that your hands get full of paint. So she took some Bob Ross classes, and then she teaches them to other people, and you know, if that's a heavy fee to even go as a customer. A normal like art class with her, like just a painting goats or like whatever, is about $50-$60 just for the regular stuff. You do a Bob Ross class and you're costing like, you know, well over 200 or something. So, oh, is his son painting? Okay, cool. I mean, I say paint. I mean, if I could quit my job and have a studio down by the ocean and just be able to do this stuff like all day, bet. I mean, what kind of life is that? It's awesome. You know, no stress. And yeah, he definitely has a technique. Like, so my uncle does Bob Ross stuff. My godfather, he likes that stuff. And that show was on at my grandfather's house all the time. Like, as a family, we'd always go to my grandparents' house on a Saturday afternoon just to shoot the shit. Sometimes it caused fights. Sometimes, like, you know, people wouldn't get along and a fight would break out and doors would slam. But, I mean, for the most part, it was just a chill place to be on a weekend and have coffee. And my grandmother made muffins. And, you know, you just shot the shit. And Bob Ross was on the backgrounds, you know, as something to do. And so my uncle picked up the oil painting. I'm not that, I don't know, like I don't like it as much. Like even when I do my acrylic paintings, when I'm out doing those boozing whatevers, like it's okay, but yeah, just not my thing. Like the watercolor thing I picked up, so hope I'm not gonna regret this. I'm gonna add some more water to this to blend it out again some, so it's not so heavy. But no, I definitely, yeah, I like this a lot more. I have the voice for it, huh? Am I putting everyone to sleep? Happy little trees, and there are no accidents. So what I wanted to do, or I thought this was, is that these were going to be a lot lighter, and then I'd make another row of trees like in the front with darker colors, which I probably could, you know, maybe do some once the paint dries a bit more. But I don't know, like, you know, like anything else with art, it doesn't always come like the way that you think you're going to make it. You just kind of go with the flow of where the paint takes you and where your brush takes you. And this is where my mind took me today, was to have this. And even though I put a halo in there, I still think I should do some stars. And like I mentioned with my last stream, that I use the white gel to add white. If I'm not going to pull white away from the paint like that and pull it back, we're just going to do white pen instead. I do like landscapes. Yeah, I mean, I do. I like I said, I kind of want to do stuff that's not the norm. Like, I don't want to do flowers like everybody who watercolors does, like flowers. And while I love a good sunflower myself, I didn't want to get into it with that. Let me see if I can make this look like it's like a shooting star a little bit. Like a little comet action here. Pull that back a little bit. I want to do more like landscapes of industrial stuff. Like this whole area is paper mills and, you know, just, what do you call it? Like blue collar workers, right? And, see if I get this notebook to stay open a little bit longer. So I want to do more stuff that's, I don't know, like this rusty thing, right? Like I want to do another rusty thing like that. And I want to do buildings, but I also like this too, like when the sun shines through. I liked how the grass came out. It's pretty tight details in there. And then she did some splashing. That's another thing too, is I didn't do any splashing. Whalens. Oh, mermaids. I haven't played with underwater stuff. I did one underwater scene. Let's see. I mean, who doesn't like landscapes, seriously? Where was that? I did the fish. I'm looking through my book of stuff over here off screen because I couldn't fit it in. Where'd the fish go? I did a mermaid tail, but then I realized when I went home that it was like kind of stupid because it was so long that there's no way it was a mermaid tail. But I like the swings. I like trees. I want to do more tree stuff. I like the rocks. Oh yes, that's underwater. I like that one. The fish came out funky because I never did a fish before, and I was like, I wasn't happy with the fish, and I even tried to erase some of the fish, if you could see that, and then I added a turtle to be cute, but yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not a professional, took no classes, just kind of picked this up. But I have stars, and I have one shooting star, and then I have this, and then for the bottom here, you know, we have some shadowing. I can add some more shadowing for like the trees. Almost reminds me of like being in the snow. Let me add some, like, way more water. That's what someone said too, Mine Hunter. They were like, you know, you should do some illustrating. And I'm like, well, if the children's book is about old couches, I don't know if you saw that, but I did one of the old couch that's been abandoned next door. I'll show you guys in a second, because I was like, I can't stop with this couch, and until that house next door gets sold, I think I'm just gonna keep on with the couch and the ideas of doing stuff to just remember how the house is right now. You know, unfortunately, both people passed away, and all right, actually, I think I'm done with this one. Like, that's my night sky that I want to do. I want to do a quick painting for you guys. So that's that one. But let me show you this couch that's happening. Let me show off the flash off. Then you can see the husky has red eyes. She's responsible for the hair in my paintings. But yeah, let me show you the inspiration of the couch that was going on. This dog is a potato. Oh, there's a tree kind of in the way now. So I was doing this like in the springtime, but see, they abandoned the house and they put this old couch over there, right? So like one day I came out with my book and I'm like, I'm gonna paint the couch because freaking why not? So let me see. I gotta find that page now because it's been a little bit. So the tree had no leaves on it and you could see the shed from over there too. And so I painted the couch. So that was April 20th when I had no trees in the way. That's the couch. So I'll be doing more couches. And then this is when I mopped the floors and I cleaned the house. That was my view from the couch. Yeah, I don't know if I can make anything like on demand though. That's the problem. Like, so, and then my friend, oh really? Like all my art will be, cause like see right now, even the grass is growing in the front of it and I didn't have that in the springtime. So I had to do an updated couch picture where there's grass growing all like around it. It's gonna be my, my thing. And then my friend posted a picture of her taking a picture of her mowed lawn. So I end up doing a picture of her. Maybe I should paint the couch then. And I don't know what's gonna happen over there because the foundation's splitting. You know, this was one of my favorites because the swing rope on the left side came out like mint. I don't even know how I did that. Like I probably couldn't even do it again. Honestly, if you asked me to, I couldn't make a rope like that again. Then I have my trees trying to copy someone else's art for that one. But yeah, it's a mess over there. And here's my pool's finally clear, but it's not clean. So I need to clean that up. And this whole painting session is now turning into something totally different. Now I'm just giving you a tour. Right? It looked like 3D. I was just like, after I was done, I was like, yeah, if you asked me to do that again as an illustrator, I couldn't do it. There's no way. So yeah, next up will have to be couch again with grass in front of it. And hey Leo, what's up? We were just painting. And I also want to do some brick. So some brick will be one of the things that I try out as well. I'll have to do that on a different stream. I don't want to make these too long in case someone did want to just watch it for the fact of watching painting stuff. So this one right here too, it was a Pepsi can stuck in rocks. This is one of my first ones next to the train tracks, and I enjoyed doing the train tracks as well. This was when my pool cover started coming off by itself. So that was like early on. I was like 6 days into painting when I did those. You were painting your nails? Yeah. Look at my, so I was just out weeding my yard as well earlier today. And then I have a blister from rowing my new boat. My hands are a mess. I wish I was more feminine, but I'm not. Because if I even get my nails done or I paint my nails, I gotta go and I gotta deal with this shit. Like, I'm gonna have to rebuild this fire pit, take all the rocks, move it over there, take all the stuff to burn, move it over there and burn it, and then all those trees have to like come down. So I have like too much to do to be all like feminine pretty. Leo, you can be feminine pretty for the both of us. All right, I'm gonna end this stream. I do appreciate everybody coming in and painting with me. I was doing it during my lunch and it was awesome and I wanted to finish it up for you guys. So this will be what we end with. We have a starry night in the woods. And I actually might, you know what? This is what happens too, is like you walk away from something and then you're like, wait, hold up. I need to fix that. Let me, I don't like how the right side doesn't have, like the right side kind of looks like it's unfinished, right? Like I made it too, I don't know, like cut off. So like the tree itself isn't going out like it should, like a tree should. So let's see. I'm kind of looking at this like through my camera instead of like at the art itself. So I'm just gonna, I want to widen this tree out some. And I'm not even gonna add too much paint to my paintbrush because there's already a lot of paint on there. So I'm just gonna take water and see if I can pull some of that tree out to make it wider at the bottom. You guys see what I meant, right? Like it was kind of cut off. And then anything else paint-wise that decides that wants to make a line instead of blending, I'm just gonna go over with water again and just pull that back out. So let me just, note that's super wet. And I'm gonna come in a little bit more, pull some of that black over. And if I want anything darker and not so watery, obviously we just put it right back in the paint and pull some more straight paint out instead of adding water to it. And that pulls the, just paint, you know what I mean? Like, so it all depends on how dark you want to go or how light you want to go. And there's always that texture of taking the paper towel and pulling it back out too. But I felt like it wasn't quite done with the right side being the way it is. And now because my paint is dry at different levels, I kind of have to dab and go back over it again to pull it so it doesn't look so weird in the middle. All right, let's see. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Yeah, a little more definition, and like it just felt like it was cut off on the right side, like it didn't come out like a tree should. It was just like done. So, and then I put water over here and pulled the paint out with a paper towel. So that's actually not white paint, that's just the paper that we use to like dab it back out again. So, all right, and then that's it. Sorry, I pulled you guys back in, now I'm done. I made a shooting star over here and the paint, and that is our journal for the day. That is our relaxing journal. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna go back to work soon and do another 4 hours because 12-hour shifts is my thing. I'll talk to you later. Thank you for visiting.